So, hello everyone. Today, actually, I'm going to talk about this new update came from OpenAI yesterday. So, about 24 hours ago, OpenAI released their new AI SDK. Actually, it's Agent SDK for their agent system. So, actually, they had an open source project called Swarms, OpenAI Swarms, which is something related to agents, but I actually haven't tried it. They actually didn't work on it as well. You can find the repository on GitHub. So let me share my screen. So this is the big announcement. Okay, let's see. Screen, window, screen one. Okay, so yeah, here, as you can see, this is not the one. So this is the official release I got. So this is the video, and they also had a live video where they talked about think this is the one. Okay, that's not it. So anyway, so they released a video. They had a live video yesterday about talking about this new response API and how to build, how we can build two agents using OpenAI new toolkit. So this is the basic. This is what they actually released. So they have added some kind of models that you can use for basic models like O1, reasoning models, and also the models that are usually available to use in these tools. And they have added knowledge and memory part. So they have added their vector stocks. So if you have used OpenAI's assistant, so they have their own vector storages where you can upload files. It's actually quite easy to use and also cost effective as well. So they have shown all these things in here. You can read this actually. So I'll put this every link into GitHub. So I actually pushed two repositories today to discuss about. So, and once you click this one, this will go to a new page. So this is the OpenAI GitHub documentation. So in here you can find there's an AI agent SDK. So in here you can see all the how you can use these agents and how you can get installed and everything. So in here, so I'm not going to go through all this, but I will come back to this at the end. But yeah, first of all, I think it's time to we can actually talk about how we can actually run this on our machines. So okay, yeah, this is the repository. So I have pushed all these repositories to uh, GitHub. I'll add my link somewhere in the description as well. So yeah, okay. So this is the OpenAI's one, but what I got, what I realized when I was doing, I was planning on doing this, is that you need to have an idea about how CrewAI works as well. So if you don't know what CrewAI is, it's an agent provider. So it has a lot of tools. You can use CrewAI to build agents, agent teams, and so basically crews to run these commands. So you can see and read all this there. How, what is a crew, what is an flow. So you can connect flows to many crews to a flow, and like that you have tasks, you have agents. So yeah, let's see in agents. So you have these different tools that you can use to get a lot of work done. So I'm talking about agents. So I hope you have even a small understanding why we use agents. So if you don't, agentic rag YouTube. So there's a good video actually. This one I actually really recommend it. So this is a good video there where they talk about AI agents and how they works. And also this is not really just about agents. This is about how we can use retrieval augmented generations with agents as well. I think in here there is a good diagram as well. So yeah, let's talk about the coding project. So in here, let's start with CrewAI. So in CrewAI, basically you have your agents, you have your crews, you have your tasks, processes, and you can define LLMs as well. But I'm not using this one. So this is Olama. This is the one I used when I'm running these models inside my machine locally. But for now, I'm not going to use it. So in one of the main differences is in CrewAI, this you can actually do in OpenAI as well, but you need to read the file and get everything from that YAML file. So in CrewAI, you need to define what are the agents that you are going to use and what are the tasks each agent is going to do. So you have a file like this where you are writing that you are a retrieval agent. So what you have to do is you have to retrieve topic, you have to retrieve news for a specific topic. So this is the topic and you need to retrieve this information. And so the uptime building is actually a website, a web scraping agent that kinds of scrape the web and get the latest news. So you can send any topic and the current date, and it will scrape the web and get you the latest news and create a report. So in here, as you can see, we are using YAML to define what is this agent is supposed to do. And in here we have AI news writer. So I will go through this as well. So in the main file, you are just calling this, you are just adding the topic, and then you are calling this one, the agent and the crew. So in the crew, I have added the agent to retrieve news, and an agent to web scrape, and an agent to write the news as well, and a file writer to save the document to the file system. And also for each of these agents, I have created tasks that you can use. So for an example, retrieve news task is used in it's used in here as the task that it has to complete. So in here I am using Server. So Server is actually a web scraping API you can use. It's free of charge. You can use this. Go to this server.dev. You can create a free account, and it's a really useful one if you haven't used it yet. And yeah, so this is the CrewAI one. So you need to create an agent. You need to create this whole workflow and something like this. So this is a really small project. So this is actually a big project I worked on with one of my friends, Shakti and Vinsuga, for an hackathon. So as you can see, you can define so many agents, you can define so many tasks, and you can create a whole, actually a task force or something like that. You can get a lot of things done. So this actually, we will talk about this in a later video with Shakti and Vinsuga, with both of them as well. So, and also you can define your own custom tools. So this is basically something like that. So create a new custom tool using the base tool, and it's a moving average tool. So you can define the function here and send an API request and get all this data. You can define all that. So that is what you can do with CrewAI. So let's go on to this one, but let's just try. Let's just run this script and see. Yeah. So there are agents like hierarchical agents. There are sequential agents. So mostly in this project, these are sequential agents. So one thing runs, after that the other thing happens. So in this one, you need to mention all what is the instruction, what is this agent's name. And so in here you have agents run and a web search tool. So this is not a web scraping one. This is actually a web search. I have created a web scraping agent, and using that I'm using the web search tool. So there's a small issue with that I can see, but it gets the work done. So what it does is also search the web, get the news summary, and then write it into a reporting format. So let's run this one as well. Okay, so one of the main things you can see here as CrewAI one is really good at scraping, because we are using Server and it's very focused. It's really good at doing that. So one of the main things you need to understand is, so in the sample I'll show this one. So you need to specify a model. So I usually use O for O mini, because it has this a big rate limit. So in OpenAI you get this rate limit block when you're using more than 30,000 tokens per minute. Agents will do that. So agents will cost a lot, but it gets the work done, and also it will take time as well. So actually it's written. So if you go to this one, so this is the final output I got by doing this. So what it did was created this report, like this, like this, like this. So I actually asked to retrieve. If you go to here, you can actually find when this news was extracted and when this news was reported, all those things. You can see where they are using, what are the URLs that the tool used to scrape news. So let's see about this one. Okay, that's also saved to here. Let's see. Uh, Not sure. Okay, it's because of this one. Okay, so it has also added these things. I think this will give us some latest newses because, well, it should. It's OpenAI one, so updated March 11th, so 2 days like that. So yeah, I think it does have some better sources. Yeah, I think you can try and test this out using few of these models and see yourself how it works. So I think now it's about 11 minutes in this video, so I'm just going to stop this video here. So I have uploaded all these all these codes into a public repository. You can use it, you can follow this uh, scripts and see. Actually, try to learn about CrewAI. It's a really interesting I'm not sure what it is, but it's a really interesting application you can use. So CrewAI, I started to learn CrewAI very recently, and it won't take much time to get the basic idea of what you can do with it. So yeah, I think with that we can end our today's discussion. Okay, thank you for joining. Hope you learned something, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. See you in the next one.